What's up, nerds? Welcome to Dragon Quest Swords. This is a spin-off game for the classic Dragon Quest series. This is kind of an odd game out if you think of it outside of Dragon Quest and its typical MO. But if you think of it from within Dragon Quest's style, it's honestly kind of interesting because what this game is it is an on rails hack and slash RPG. And like just the thought alone is so weird. To me personally at least. I don't know. And in spite of that, I freaking love this game. So yeah, let's create a new adventure log. Y'all know who I am. I am Oga. Go. I am right-handed. Adventure log 3. Got it. Yeah, I did some other saves as testing to make sure everything would work properly. Here we go.
When I first saw the mask, I remember only that I found it so frightening. But from where did this memory come? Already 5 years had passed since the defeat of Xiphos, the bringer of death. The world was at peace. But for me, that had little meaning.
Yeah, if you're unfamiliar with Dragon Quest
Avalonia was holding a fete
voice
to
acting,
celebrate its
you should
50th
expect
year of liberty.
a lot of different accents, like an impressive variety, to be honest.
They think it's all over. It is now. And the winner is Swordmaster Dao.
Now, how accurate they are, I'm not the person to tell you that.
The passage of time has not dulled my blade or my skills.
It's your blade, which is a walking stick.
Are there no others? No more young heroes willing to challenge an old man?
How about me?
Aha!
The guy with the most
the
unkempt
son
head of
my
hair
accomplished pupil,
ever.
Claymore, I believe. So, are you ready to try your hand against your father's master?
Cool, blimey! An invite from Swordmaster Dao himself! He's only gone and challenged Claymore's son. Claymore being one of the famous warriors what defeated Xiphos, the Deathbringer. And what's more, he was a pupil of Swordmaster Dao too. Goddess only knows what kind of match we're in for here.
I have been speaking with your father. Tomorrow will be your 16th birthday, I hear. When a young man of our land comes of age, he must undertake the walk of the worthy. It is tradition. You must focus your mind and spirit on the ways of the sword now. Come, I will instruct you.
So yeah, obviously this game is controlled by swinging the Wii remote around. Just showing you that you always need to be holding the Wii remote upright whenever you're doing your swings, otherwise it's gonna misread what you're trying to do. Alright, forward. Now thrusting. Thrusting is something to stink at in this game. Oh, hey! I'm not going to be doing much of a thrust technique in this game just because, again, I really do stink at it. Aiming it for me is just so difficult. Yeah. Put the sword away.
Yes, you are strong. You are well centered. You may even possess the inner tranquility required to execute the master stroke technique I taught your father long ago. Do you wish to try?
Here we go. So master strokes are basically your anime techniques. Every time you block a hit, land a blow, whatever, this meter gains a percentage. Once it reaches 100%, you can unleash your master stroke from this list here. Right now, all we have is Lady Strike, so that's what we're going to be doing. And then, just attack. It's that simple. But obviously, it takes time to build up your master stroke, so you don't want to use them willy-nilly.
Ah, Tiger father begets Tiger son. You have inherited your father's command of the blade. Since Claymore lost his arm, he is no longer able to wield a sword. But you, the kingdom of Avalonia, will be fortunate indeed to count you amongst its warriors.
Here ends the Royal Festival of Swordsmanship, commemorating the 5th anniversary of the defeat of Xiphos the Deathbringer. Phew.
And now we have basic moving controls, which I'm not going to bother with. You can interact with these things, and sometimes you'll get something useful. Don't expect to, though, because the odds of those things even having
You
anything
looked good out there, lad. Aye, that you did.
is low at best.
Of course, old Dow was just playing with you, but still. If only I hadn't messed up my arm so badly, eh? Then I could have trained you up good and sharp, and maybe it would have been you playing with Dow.
Ah, there you are. That last bout was quite a spectacle. I'm rather impressed.
Prince Anless, it's been a long time. You're a good deal tougher now than when you used to train under me, by the looks of it.
Quite right. You'll find I never miss a day's training. So don't imagine you can outdo me, just because you come from heroic stock. We should spar together sometime.
Forgive me for asking, Your Highness, but where's Queen Katana? I haven't seen Her Majesty all day.
Mother is... I am told she has been feeling unwell in recent days. She confines herself to her chamber and refuses to see anyone, including myself.
I was thinking of dropping in and saying how do, but maybe I'll save it for another time. Well, it'll be getting dark soon, son. Time to head home. Good to see you looking so well, Your Highness. You take care now.
Right. So now we'll just follow after him. This is one of those games that, in terms of lengthwise, if you take out all the grinding that you need to do...
There you are, lad. You go on home ahead of me, alright? I have an errand to run.
It's honestly kind of a pretty quick play. There's not that many chapters in the game. The real length comes from the I won't say dungeons, but levels themselves.
It's your 16th birthday tomorrow, after all. I suppose I'd best find you a present of some sort, eh?
Because, you know, the further you get into the game, the longer the levels wind up being. And obviously the more difficult they wind up getting. But yeah, like I said, I honestly really do like this game. It's one of my favorite games to play on the Wii, in fact. I'm one of those people who actually thinks the motion controls are pretty good. What about you, Monster? What do you think? Well, to each his own, I guess. Let me fade to black. And now here's one of the weirdest parenting decisions I've ever heard of in any game, or in any source of fiction ever. Frizz is a fireball.
Kaboom!
Kaboom is exactly what it sounds like. It's a flippin' explosion. And he's using them as my alarm clock.
I'm glad that last kaboom woke you, sleepyhead. The next spell I had lined up could have hurt.
Kaboom is one of the heaviest damage-dealing spells in the entire Dragon Quest canon.
I bet you're tired from your turn with old Dow yesterday.
At least from the ones I know.
But you know what today is, don't you? Aye, that it is. Your 16th birthday, lad. The day the Queen will order you to take the Walk of the Worthy, and you'll become a man. So, don't keep Her Majesty waiting, son. Get yourself sorted and head over to the castle.
Right away. So yeah, the kingdom, this city, the Kingdom of Apollonia, it basically acts as your hub map. You've got an item shop, an armor shop, a weapon shop. Don't need to visit any of them for this first stage. You know, it's the first level in the game. It's not going to be difficult as long as you put forethought in, as long as you fight carefully and don't get too reckless about it. I'm just gonna look over here for no particular reason. Let people fade into reality. Hello there, Colonel? Yeah, Colonel Cutlass. I had a feeling it was you. granted an audience with Her Majesty, but she's apparently a bit under the weather again. I wish you knew what was going on.
Felicitations, birthday boy! How peculiar for you to be visiting the castle alone.
I'm not gonna be doing voices for this game just because so much of the plot-relevant dialogue is already spoken by the voice actors, so I'm not gonna do voices.
I imagine you're here to meet with Mother. How unfortunate. She's made it quite clear that she does not wish to entertain visitors at present. She has even refused to grant me an audience, her own son. Sorry, I am desperately worried about her.
He does have a tendency to mutter, so if at any point you feel like you can't hear him, it's not my recording, it's not your equipment, that's just him. And then there's this fellow.
Your Highness, I trust all is tickety-boo.
Ah, Minister Misericord. My young friend here is celebrating his 16th birthday today. Accordingly, he has come for an audience with Mother.
Aha, I see. Unfortunately, the Queen is somewhat unavailable. Yes, this does give rise to a most vexing dilemma. What to do? What to do? Bingo! I have it. I shall momentarily assume the role of Her Majesty and convey the procedure of the walk in her place.
Excellent, Minister. I myself must away. Training beckons, you understand. So I shall leave this matter in your capable hands.
Right, now off he goes.
I shall come, if I may, somewhat directly to the, yes, to the point. As you have now come of age, you are required to undertake the Walk of the Worthy. It is a long-standing tradition of the Kingdom of Avalonia. A trial to establish your merit, if you will. Beyond the plains to the north, you will find the notorious Caliburn Cave. The Walk of the Worthy merely requires you to return safely from its innermost chamber. The Worth of Worth. I have little doubt.
If there's a pun in there, I'm not smart enough to see it. Comment section, explain it to me if that's the case.
Will succeed and return triumphant.
All right. Again, we're just going to look over here, no particular reason, just feel like it. Alrighty, open the door. Running, for the sake of getting this, getting on and moving faster. So I should note, these episodes are going to be longer than my usual.
Hello there, young man. The Colonel told us you'd be heading out of town today.
My usual
You're off to
loadout.
take the walk, aren't you?
Just because
Right. Well,
for
I
this
better open the
video,
gates
for this
then.
series, I'm just gonna do one level per episode. So. Or well.
Heading off to Caliburn Cave already, are you, lad?
I may not have like a set like start and finish point for this series actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know. It'll all depend. It'll all depend.
I'd like to say I'll go with you, but that wouldn't make it much of a trial now, would it? No, lad. This is something you've got to do on your own. I'll be thinking of you, though. I may even remember to raise a glass to you down the pub.
Typical Claymore, same as ever. Well, good luck on the walk. Just follow the path across the plains and you'll be at Caliburn Cave before you know it.
Alright, up to Caliburn Cave I go. So yeah, this is Dragon Quest, so obviously everything is done in first person. You can inspect patches of taller grass. Sometimes they'll have helpful items. And then you'll run into scripted enemy encounters, as opposed to random enemy encounters. There we go. So yeah, just a copper sword, a leather shield. And whatever I find on this road to help me along the way. Yeah, reminder, right, when you're first starting out in these kinds of games, every little thing you can find helps. Up. Go. Antidote herb. That'll come in handy. That might come in handy later. Ooh, mini medals. Want to collect those. Wow, 2 in a row. That's rare. Oh. Yeah, the dirt doesn't hurt you. It just mildly disrupts your view, obstructs your view. And even then, it's not by anywhere near enough to actually be a detriment. Go. A single gold coin. So yeah, you get bits of golden experience every time you kill an enemy, obviously. You level up, etc., etc. You've most likely played an RPG before. You know how this works. It won't start to get any amount of layers of depth until you start traveling with party members. We already have the Master Stroke built up. We might use that before we get to the boss, which is not something I typically prefer doing, but it would speed a few. It would speed a couple encounters that I can think of, but we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. Whoa, 60. It's not a bad
Welcome to
amount for
Caliburn
this early
Cave.
in the game.
There's no mistaking a son of old Claymore, is there? I mean, look how easily you got here. But this is just the start of the Walk of the Worthy. Are you ready for the true test ahead?
Let's do it.
Great. Well, here are a few things to help you on your way. Use one if things get hairy in there.
Medicinal herbs.
All right then. May the goddess be with you. I pray that she will see you safe through the challenges that lie ahead. With all of your limbs still attached.
I heard that. I may have to move my Wiimote sensor. Either that or move myself, which will probably be easier. So yeah, now we're in the second half of the dungeon. Or the level, whatever you want to call it, dungeon level. In this game, they're all the same thing. Oh no, Drakis! Come on, you three. Come on, do it. Come on. A reminder of focal points. Being precise with diagonal slashes, not very easy in this game. Ah, I was too slow. Wrong button. There we go. I'm gonna save the medicinal herbs because I'm doing fine on those. Because I'm honestly not that banged up. There we go. Yeah, if it's an orange marker, I guess is the word, then that means that your sword can disperse it easily enough. Oh, come on! That's not good. That's really not good. I didn't pick one up. Nope. Oh. This is embarrassing. Yes, I know how to... Game? Okay. This is embarrassing. I don't usually get hit by these bubble stones. I still haven't drawn an antidotal herb, which is not good because this poison is going to stick around until I can get rid of it. Yeah, I know. You don't know what lucky bags are gonna hold until you complete the level. Okay, that was just my hand pressing the button by mistake. That's fine. There's gotta be one of them has to spawn. One of them has to spawn. This is medicinal herb. Nice, but it's not what I need. You know what? I'm not dealing with this. Fine. There we are. Oh boy, that was frustrating. That annoyed me. All right, now let's deal with this. That battle was close. That was too early. Go. Those three. Come on. Who's next? Get rid of you three. Who's next? You. All of you magical. Alright, going into the boss without the Master Stroke, it's honestly not a big deal. This is a very easy boss, understandably. But I pride myself on not needing the Master Stroke until the boss, so it's a personal thing.
Well met, seeker of worth. Behold this knight of old, Sir Dirk Worthington. A duel, sire. That is your charge. Defeat me, and take your place amongst the ranks of the worthy. Battle without quarter!
Alright.
Ha! Ha! Touché, sir. Touché.
There we go.
Show me your worth. Hiya! Yeah!
Yeah, so your shield has a durability count, but it didn't matter. Honestly, guy, there's no reason to fall to pieces over a loss. Have some dignity. Hey, Rain. In spite of that embarrassing amount of time I spent for you, I am a worthy apprentice. Got iron ore, monster bone. Nice. Let's see what was in the lucky bag. A hardwood headwear. That's nothing special. Moving on. Pull yourself together. Thank you.
Such mastery of the sword. Thou art worthy. I am defeated. So endeth the walk of the worthy.
And that's the end of that. Alright, we're actually going to save the cursor. Thank you. We're actually going to save this over the first log, just in case something weird goes on. Alright, but that's going to be where we end it for this first episode, because I shouldn't have to grind for preparations for the next level. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you later, nerds.